Hi, today we're going to do a new Google Sheet called Scooby Doo. So we want to go to our Google Drive and we want a new Google Sheet. So we're going to go down to Google Sheets and we want a new Google Sheet. You're going to name it Scooby Doo. Okay, so we're going to name it Scooby Doo. This is the hardest sheet that we're going to do together. And then you want to type it so that you have this information here. Oops, sorry. This information here. So you want it to look like this. Okay, so you can pause the video at this point to go ahead and type that in. And then when you're ready, when you have that typed in, I'll show you how to do the formulas or their functions. So the last time that on our practice, when we did a formula, we said equals A1 plus B1 plus B2. I know it was a little bit different than that, but that's the formula we used. This time we're going to use a function. So a function is used when we have a whole bunch of numbers, and there's some common functions. So in this case, we're going to do it manually. So again, to tell everybody, yell out, to tell Google Sheets or Google Excel, or sorry, Microsoft Excel how to do math. So we could throw a party. We hit the equal sign. I know everybody said that. And we want to average. So the equal sign says do math. Average says what kind of math. And now we want to select. Let's try that again. Open parentheses says start here. And now we want to select what we want. So we want B7 colon, that means keep going till you get to E7. And the close parentheses says stop. Okay, so we told it equals, do math, average, what kind of math, open parentheses, start here, start where? Start at B7. Keep going, colon, all the way to E7, stop, close parentheses, and then hit enter. Okay, now when I do this, I'm going to go ahead and pull this down. Okay, so these are all my averages. Now to total, this right here is my data. This is not part of my data. Just this is my data. So this is what I want to total. So instead of having to write all that, there's this weird little thing called a sigma. Now, if you don't see the sigma, you may have to click on your three little dots to find it. But this time we want to sum. And if you see, it already has our equals, do math, sum, what kind of math, open parentheses, start here. So we have to tell it where to start. We want B7 to B11. Close parentheses means stop. Hit enter. Now this time, instead of filling down, we want to fill across. Same thing. Grab the skinny cross and move across. Now this time we want to average. So we're going to go up here, hit average. We just want B7. Remember, we are in the middle of our cell when we're selecting. Okay. When we're filling, we want the bottom, filling or copying, we want the bottom right-hand corner. But when we're selecting, we want to be in the middle of our cell. Pull across. Now, please just don't type the numbers in here because I'm going to know if you type the numbers in here. Now we want to do minimum. Okay, we want the minimum number. Now, we could have had 10,000 numbers, and we can easily look at this and see that our answer should be 10, but we want to do a formula or function just in case we ever have 10,000 numbers that we need the minimum of. We want to make sure we don't grab that date. Again, it's just B7 to B11 because this is our data. Okay, and again, we're going to pull that across. And then we want, oh, sorry, this one should be maximum. There we go. This one should be maximum. So we're going to go over here and we're going to type in max and we're going to go to B7 to B11. We don't want the stuff in B13, 14, or 15, just B7 to B11. Click on that and then we're going to pull it across. Okay. So now we're going to do borders or all borders. Again, we want to select. So we're going to start in the middle. We're going to roll over and roll down. We're going to go to our borders icon, which is this one. And we want all borders. This one right here, all borders. It looks like it's, and now we want to center. So we're going to center row 5. So again, I clicked on the number 5 over here on the left, and I'm going to center them all at one time. Okay, so we're just kind of formatting our data. The next part is making our chart. Now, when you make your chart, as I said before, you want to select only the data that you're going to use. So we're going to roll across here. Now, Google Sheets, unfortunately, is not quite up to Excel in this point, at least with our version, where you can select non-adjacent cells, but I'm going to show you how to do it anyway. We're going to select A5 to E5. We're going to keep our finger on the mouse and we're going to take our left hand and hold down the control key. Keep your finger on the control key and lift up your hand off the mouse. Move your mouse, your finger still on the control key, back over to Scooby Doo, put it in the middle, left click, roll over, and roll down. Lift up both hands. Okay, it's a little tricky, so I'll do it one more time. I put my cursor in the middle of A5. I left click and I rolled to E5. I held down the control key. I lifted my hand off the mouse. I scooted the mouse over to Scooby Doo. My finger's still on control. I click in the middle. I roll over and I roll down. And now I lift up on both. Okay, we're going to go to insert. We want a chart and we can click column chart. So this is where Excel and Google Sheets differ, but that's okay because we can fix it. We can fix it. So we're going to go to customize and we're going to go to chart and access titles. And we don't want our, I'm going to move this over here. We don't want our title to be these dates. We want our title to be mystery ink cases solved. Okay, and we can change the color of that and we can center it and we can bold it. There we go. Now here is where our trouble begins. We want this to say day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. And if we had been in Excel, indeed it would. If we click on this little green one right here, okay, and we click on it again. So you clicked on it once and you clicked on it a second time. Okay, it brings up this. Okay, where it says 12/8/12, we are going to type day 4. Okay, now we're going to click on the yellow box. Click on it. It says 11/5, and we're going to type day 3. Okay, now we're going to click on the red box, and we're going to type day 2. And now we're going to click on the blue box. Okay, and we're going to type day 1. Okay, and again, I can bold it, but the biggest thing that I want to do with this, and we'll go to that in a second, is we're going to move this over here. This is our legend. Okay, so we're going to go back to customizing. Okay, so this is our legend that we just did. This is our legend. That tells you kind of like what's the chart's about, and we want it to be on the right hand side. So we're going to pick right. Okay, so I'm back into customize. I hit legend and I hit right. We don't care that we want to bold them. Again, remember, if you wanted to change the color of the box, you can do that by clicking on the thing right here, and you can change the fill color to a different color if you wanted to change it to a different color. Okay, so you can change the colors. To change, now we're going to do finish our customization, then I'm going to show you how to change the background. Okay, so if you need to, click back on your chart, edit chart, okay, customize, and we are going to we don't want this to be named, so we want to go to our chart and access titles. We want to go to our horizontal access title, that's the one at the bottom, and we want it to be detective. Okay, detective, and then we want a vertical access title that is cases solved. So we're going to go to vertical access title and we want cases solved. Okay, and again, we can change these to a color if we want. I'm going to change mine to purple since the other one is purple, and I'm going to go to my vertical axis. I'm going to change that to purple because my other one is purple. Now to change the background of your chart, so our chart is almost done. Okay. If we go back to customize and chart style, we can go to color background. Okay, so I'm going to color my background. Let's see what color is really not used. I'm gonna do it a bright. Oh, that kind of clashes with that other green. So let me try a different color. Let's just try kind of gray. There we go. Okay, so here's my chart, and I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna move it underneath my data so that it's not covering my data up, it's underneath my data. Now, the thing I can do up here that's really cool is I can go to Google, okay, and I can find a picture of Scooby Doo, okay, and go to images. And I can find a picture that A may like of Scooby Doo. This one's kind of funny. Well, this one has all the guys in it, so I guess I'll get this one. Okay, I'll right click, copy, and if I go over to my sheet, my Scooby Doo sheet, I can put a picture right over here. Um, sorry. Oh, I just want to Control V. I want to paste it. Okay, and I can squish my picture to make it smaller. Oh, there it goes. Oh, did you see that? There it goes. Okay. So we're going to squish our picture to make it smaller so that we can just kind of put it in the corner of our spreadsheet. It takes a little bit to get your mouse right where it needs to be. Sometimes the mouse work is the hardest work of all. And sometimes if you can't get it to work on one side, you can get it to work on another. Okay, and I'm almost done squishing my picture. That's funny. That's the thing that's taken, oops, that's the thing that has taken the longest is squishing my picture. Okay, go up here. We're going to squish it just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so I can put that in the corner of my chart. Oops, right down here. Or I could put it up on top of my chart above the title, or I could, no, it seems to want to pick two things. There we go. So I can just kind of put it right down here in the corner just to give it a little style, or I can take my picture and move it up here. Um, Move it right there, just as long as you have a picture on it. So that's how you do Scooby Doo. Thank you for watching.